What's up, world? Thanks for jumping in for another ride. We are back in the shop today with the 2018 Ford Escort. And here a little while back, we actually did a battery change as the old battery had gone out on the 2018 Ford Escort. And so today we're going to walk through resetting the battery management system. So let's get started. So like I said, here a little while back, we actually replaced the original battery with the larger Motorcraft absorbed glass mat or AGM battery on the 2018 Ford Escort. And we actually had a comment regarding resetting the battery management system. And that is absolutely great information. So one of the things that I thought that I would go over really quick is why you may want to reset the battery management system. So oftentimes what happens with the battery management system as the battery starts to degrade is it starts shutting down features that it deems not necessary. And so one of those features oftentimes is if you have the key in your hand or in your pocket and you go up to a door that is not the driver's side door, say the back door, and you do the touch to unlock like just occurred, it will start shutting down those features. Now the driver's side will still function correctly as basically an emergency situation. The driver's side door needs to open, but other accessories such as the other doors to touch to unlock feature will start shutting down. And the reason why is the battery just really doesn't have the capacity or it isn't deemed necessary to keep those functions operating. Now, 100% honesty here, whenever I swapped out to the larger AGM battery, I did not update the battery management system. And the reason why I did not is I didn't have any of those troubles at all. Basically what happened is I did notice that the motor rolled over slow one day. We came out the next morning to drive Colin to an archery tournament and just to start it would click and that was all we got out of it. So I knew it was a battery. It wasn't an extended period of time where the motor rolled over or anything like that. Just basically it rolled over slow one day. Next morning starter was click and that was all it would do. So quick battery test, I knew that was it. So we went ahead and swapped the battery out. I didn't have any of those other issues with accessories shutting down. It just basically died altogether over about a day and a half, 2 day period. But if you've had any of those other issues, this is a very simple process. So let's go ahead and reset the battery management system. All right, so the first thing you're going to need to do to reset the battery management system, or the BMS as it is often referred to, is going to be your key. So I'm just going to take the key, set it over on the center console. Next up, we're going to push the start button. Do not apply the brake. We just want to push the start and basically put in accessory mode. We're going to let everything boot up across the dash. We know the hood is open. We do not want to start it. We are now full accessory mode. And so that is basically everything booted up. So then we're just going to pull the flashers 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then apply the brake 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And you can see the battery down there blinking. And as it stops, that is going to be the BMS reset. Once that battery down there at the bottom stops blinking, you can just go ahead and hit your accessory. Everything was shut down and the BMS is completely reset. And that is a quick reset of the battery management system on the 2018 Ford Escort. This same technique also applies to several other Ford vehicles. Just make sure you check your service manual or owner's manual and you should be good to go. It's a very simple process. So listen, I really do hope you got some good information out of this video, or I hope you just enjoyed hanging out with us. So please do me a huge favor. If you haven't already, you know the deal. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. As always, jump in for another ride.